This is how you make literally the best vanilla cake recipe in the whole world. It is so super soft, totally from scratch. Okay, let's get started. First, we're gonna take our milk. It needs to be warm and divide it into 2 measuring cups. Into one, we're gonna add the oil, and in the other one, you're gonna put the eggs and the vanilla and then set those aside. Now we need the bowl of our stand mixer. We're gonna add the flour. This has to be cake flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and then mix that up until it's combined. Then we're gonna add in the soft butter. This cannot be cold or it's not gonna like mix up right, okay? But not melted either. We're gonna mix that until it looks like this sandy texture. Try not to over mix it or it turns into dough, but it should look like this. So basically what's happening is the butter is coating the flour, so it's gonna make that really beautiful velvet texture. Now we're adding the milk and the oil to the sand texture, and we're gonna mix this for 2 full minutes. Do not skimp on the time. I promise you, you're not over mixing. We're adding all this beautiful air into the structure, and that's what's going to give it that beautiful velvety texture, okay? So once we get to this point, then we're going to take our other container with the milk and the eggs and the vanilla, and we're going to pour that in slowly, mixing on low. And this is going to slowly combine and come together. It shouldn't be broken. If your milk's not cold, then this should look beautiful and shiny by the end of this, and it's going to be kind of thick, and that is like the perfect texture that you want. Okay, so it should look like this. Now we're going to put this cake batter into 3 8-inch cake pans, or you could do 2 9-inch if you don't have 3 8 inches. And I'm just coating it with some homemade cake goop, and I'm dividing the cake into those 3 pans. I'm also using a measuring scales to make sure they all have like the same batter in them so they all bake up evenly, okay? And then if you do this trick where you take a spoon and you make a divot in the center, it helps it bake up more evenly so it's nice and flat and doesn't have a dome. Bake this for 25 minutes at 335 or about 20 minutes at 350. Look at that, so satisfying. Okay, so when they're done, then we're going to put them onto a cooling rack to cool until the pan is like barely warm, and then you can flip them out. So beautiful. They're not as tall as the pan, but that's okay because I like them that way. But look how soft this is. It's so incredibly delicious. You can get this recipe. It's my moist vanilla cake on sugargeekshow.com. Let me know what you guys think.